Welcome back to Feel Better with Lauren. I'm Lauren. Thanks for joining me. This channel is all about getting your body and your mind in sync. And if you can get your body and mind in sync, it can help you in every aspect of your life. Now, you want to jump right ahead to the exercise. I've indexed that here. Otherwise, stick around for a couple of my thoughts. I've always thought of myself as an overthinker. I think about everything. I think about things too much. But what I've been realizing lately is that I'm an underthinker a lot of the times. This is what I mean. I spend so much time thinking about trying not to think about things that I've actually wasted a whole bunch of time. And I realized that if I just took some of that energy and thought things through all the way to the end, it would have been quicker, more efficient, and I probably would have just been happier. So now what I've been doing is getting my body and my brain in line and then thinking about things to the conclusion. And I tend to have three different outcomes. The first outcome is that I think about the thing and come up with a solution. And I might not have done that before because I was trying not to think about it. So I work it out all the way through, and actually there is a solution. Great. The other one is I work myself all the way down and I realize that there is no solution. I might not have done that before because I hadn't thought things all the way through. So there is not a solution, and when there's no solution, you have to let that go. And then thirdly, maybe there was a solution. Maybe there's something that you could have done or should have done, but it falls into that ship has sailed, that the horse has left the barn already. There's nothing you can do about it except remember that for next time. And you may not have realized that lesson unless you thought it all the way through. So today what I want to try to do, if you'd like, is think about a challenge at the beginning. Take that challenge and just put it aside for a few moments. And what we're going to do is we're going to reset our overthinking brains for a little bit. I want you to put all your energy and all your focus and all your breathing. I want you to feel your body stretching. I want to feel yourself balancing. I've tried to make it a little bit more complicated, or at least it's more complicated for me. A little bit of twisting and a little bit of balancing, and likely you will fall. I know I will. But you'll find that the more focus you have, the better you do these moves. At the end of this, we'll end in cross-legged. We'll do a little bit of breath work, and you'll find that your brain has reset. You can then take that challenge that you had at the beginning and have a think on it. Or you might feel like, hey, this is actually better that I've had it clear, and maybe I'll just enjoy the fact that my brain is calmed right down. Either way, you will feel better. So today, we're going to try and reset that overthinking brain. So I want you to think of something that you've been thinking about a lot lately that keeps on coming back into your brain, that you keep on trying to stop yourself from thinking about. Once you've got that there, take it, and let's just put that aside for 2 moments. We need to now reset our brains a little bit. I want you to think about what you're doing moving-wise. I want you to think about your breathing, think about how your body's stretching, think about how your body is trying to balance. Okay, so let's start off with our feet hip distance apart. We're going to get rid of all that stale air because it's always the right thing to do. In through our nose and then force out everything out of our lungs, out through our mouth. 3 breaths. So ready? Okay, so all that air is replaced with nice fresh stuff, and we're going to keep on breathing in and out only through our nose. We're making that feeling like you're fogging up a mirror, but with your mouth closed. So, but close your mouth. So there's a restraint in the back of your throat. Everything goes in and out through your nose. And let's just find out where our body is feeling right now. As you go back and forth, let your arms sort of swing open. They can hit your body. Feel where your body is sort of resisting moving. I can feel in my head that it doesn't want to move quite as much. And just sort of focus on moving that back and forth. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Nice, big, solid breaths. Now just start to slow it down a little bit. Let your hands come at rest with your palms facing forward. Breathing in and out through your nose, and let's just move up and down with our breath. So inhale with our arms all the way to the sky, a little bit behind your head with your hips kicking out, and then exhale back into a prayer position. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now interlace your hands and push all the way out. Separate your shoulder blades with an inhale, and then all the way to the top, exhale. And inhale behind your back, and exhale back into that prayer position. Let's do once more. Inhale, exhale behind your back. Inhale up to this prayer position. And I'm feeling I just need to do one more. So inhale, interlace all the way out. Inhale all the way ahead up. Exhale, your hands go behind your back. And inhale back to prayer position. Okay, so I can feel what's moving and what's not moving right now. Now, we're going to put our hands all the way out. So inhale, our hands go all the way back as far as you can. Open up your chest. Now you're going to, on your next inhale in, you're going to exhale and hug yourself. So your right arm goes below your left arm. And with each inhale in, maybe you can hug yourself a little bit tighter. One more breath in. Now we're going to do a sort of low version of a tree pose. So this is tree. You put your leg right up onto your thigh, or it might be below your knee. Today we're going to put our foot below our knee and just try to balance there. So find a spot on the wall to look at, and just try to balance there as best you can. The more focus you have, keep yourself hugging yourself, the better balance you have. Try to keep your hip open. Now, we're going to go around into what's called an eagle pose. So your right foot goes over top of your left, and your hands, if they can, are going to try to intertwine. Now, I can't do that, but I'm getting better, and I find the hugging thing, it's about getting your elbows lined up. So your right foot goes over, and your other two arms twist around. And the more focused you are, the better you are. Let's try this once more. Okay. My foot's gone down to where I want to go anyways. I want to do a cross-legged forward fold. So your legs down there across, your right foot is over front of the top, and you just want to fall down and relax. And you can experiment with sort of straightening your legs. You can feel where it stretches. But focus with your breaths and relax with your breath. And that's your last breath in. Now we're going to separate our 2 feet on the side of our feet with our left hand down. You might want to block for this. And our right hand up. So you're on the side, the blades of your feet and twisting up. You can also put your hand on your hip. You can keep it down as well. But the idea is to switch out. You can feel a stretch outside your leg and a twist. And calmly get into this pose. And last breath in. Now we're going to go forward. The blocks are helpful for me. You want to plant your right foot. Your left foot goes back and your right foot goes up. Keep breathing through your nose. And big inhale in. And your foot comes down to the other side for just a normal forward fold. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down to a squat. So a different type of balancing going on here. Your triceps going, and you push out your knees a little bit. Keep your back straight. Last breath in. And let's go all the way up. Roll slowly, slowly, slowly. Up to above your head. And then back to a prayer. Obviously, there's some work I need to do in that. I'll just recenter myself here a little bit. You don't need to, of course. Now, just do a stretch out again because we're going to do the other side now. So inhale. Exhale, intertwine your hands. Separate your shoulder blades all the way as you exhale. Inhale above your head. Exhale behind. Inhale to prayer. Let's do one more. Try to interlace your hands the opposite way this time. It's the way that feels weird. So inhale. Exhale, push all the way out. Inhale all the way up. Exhale behind you. And inhale to prayer. Nice and balanced. We're going to do the same thing we did last time, but on the other side. So we're going to open up our arms, spread our wings as far as we can, all the way back. Kick your hips out a little bit. One more inhale in. And then exhale. Wrap your arms around to your shoulders. This time your left arm is on the bottom. And you're just going to inhale, and then the more that you're not trying to go in really tight. What you're trying to do is just get your elbows more lined up. So you might just be able to get a little bit in, because when you flip them forward for that eagle pose, which is like that, the further around your elbows are, the more you can twist. And obviously, if you do this a lot, you'll get better at it. And one side's always better than the other. At least I find that. So inhale, just sort of keep hugging yourself as much as you can. Relax. Now, we're going to do that sort of low tree on the right side. So on your right foot, your left leg just goes and touches just above your ankle. You can keep your foot on the ground too. There's balance involved no matter what. Your hips kicking out a little bit. And find a spot on the wall, and that'll keep you more focused. As soon as I stopped focusing, it went. Keep breathing slowly. Okay, and last breath in. And you're going to cross over. You're going to put your arms up. If you can interlace them, that's great. And you're going to cross over for, I'm going to try to, for eagle. Eagle, eventually you're going to have your right leg all twisted right around. And that's where I'm going towards. But right now, this is where I'm at. Bending in your right leg. Keep focusing, keep breathing. Now let's put our right leg down, our left leg in front for a crossed forward fold. Let yourself fall down. Feel how that feels differently from a normal forward fold. Even this creates a little bit of balance. Now we're going to split our feet out and go into the blades of our feet. You can use a block or not. And twist. So your left arm to the air or on your hip or even down. Try to straighten your legs a bit more. Stay on the blades of your feet if you can. And that's your last one in. I do need a block for this. Your left leg goes down, your right leg goes back. Your left arm is up in the air, your right leg is back. It's sort of twisted and wobbly. Last breath in. And then down to a normal forward fold. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then down into a squat. Push it with your triceps on your knees. Get your back as straight as you can. Feel how solid you are on the ground. Nice block. Focus in on breathing through and out through your nose, almost to the end. Last breath in. Now we're going to just sort of fall forward. Your toes closer together. Your knees apart. I'll probably disappear a little bit from the screen and down to child's pose. Focus on lengthening your spine, your hips, going on your heels. Last breath in. And you're going to come up. Let's roll back on her. And we're going to do a butterfly. Now what you can do if you want, you can raise your hips, go on a little cushion or go on your block. And keep a good straight back if you can. The closer your feet are to your body, the more intense the stretch is. We're just trying to focus and balance though right now. So you can put your hands over top of your feet. See if you can keep your back as straight as you can and let your knees fall as flat as they can. Feel all those sensations. Feel your breath. Last breath in. Let's just help your legs through and we'll go into cross-legged. Now, this may be perfect cross-legged for you, but because you're going to just sit here for a little bit afterwards, you might want to grab a pillow. You might want to just even raising your hips just an inch or so. Make things even more comfortable. We'll just quickly do this in the alternating nostril breathing. So your middle finger goes onto your two fingers go onto your forehead. Your thumb closes your right nostril as you breathe out, and then breathe in, and then you switch over with your ring finger closes your left nostril and breathe out and in. So let's try this. So inhale, close the right nostril with your thumb and breathe out and breathe in. Hold for a moment, switch nostril blocking and breathe out and breathe in. Hold for a moment, block your right nostril with your thumb and breathe out. Breathe in. Switch again. And in. Pause and switch again. Let's just do 3 more on your own. There's no mistakes in this. Just focus on that coordination. Inhale. Pause. Switch nostrils. And exhale. Now keep doing that alternating nostril breathing just a little bit. Just keep focus on exactly what you're doing. There's a bit of coordination. And then when you've done that a little bit, you can find yourself getting calmer and calmer. Ask yourself, do you want to think about that challenge that you saved for later? Or do you want to just maybe relax in this empty brain feeling and feeling better? And we'll see you in the next video.